Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Sunday Night Soul Time. It is March 31st, the last day of the month. We did it. I know it was an interesting month for a lot of people. A lot of people seem to have a lot of changes, a lot of tough energy. This month really presented an opportunity for healing, and which really nicely coincided that we spent a lot of time talking about fear. And just know that when painful things come up, painful emotions, whatever it is, it's really just an opportunity for you to heal something within you so that you can step into greater joy, greater light, greater love in your life. And so far in the context of our theme of owning and claiming your authentic power, we've spent a lot of time so far talking about the role of fear in your life. And I think, again, of fear as an energy, a current that manifests as things you're worried about, that things you're having anxiety over, doubt, not thinking that everything is possible for you, that kind of glass is half empty mentality. And unfortunately, that is the kind of default mode for so many of us. You know, we wake up in worry and dread often. We're not like owning an energy of enthusiasm and excitement for the most part. That's more rare than common. And so we've spent so much time so far, hopefully helping you start to just understand and observe the different ways that you're aligning with the energy of fear throughout the day via negative thinking, your kind of reactions to negative energy, negative people, not taking control over your reaction, and knowing that when you take control over your reaction and choose your reaction, you're claiming and owning your authentic power into a higher light. So when we get in this default mode of negativity, and you'll know it when you're in it, it's that heaviness, it's that nothing's working out in my favor, oh my God, I hate my day, I'm dreading my day, and feeling that you're in a state of kind of victim consciousness, whereas the world is something happening to you and you're just powerless. You know, there's no control, that you have no control to make your days great, to be in a state of joy and love. You know, that's how you give away your authentic power. And that's why we've spent so much time talking about that in the context of the role of fear in your life. So if you haven't, yet listened to some of the weeks we've done together in the meditations, I really suggest you do. It will help you to start to really understand how you're giving away your authentic power through aligning to fear. And how do you align to fear? When fear shows up in its many forms, you engage with it as truth rather than questioning it, questioning the validity of it, seeing the illusion behind it, and instead being curious about why this fear, this worry, this anxiety is showing up in your life, being curious about it and trying to understand what that means that needs to be healed within you. And when you engage with fear in that way, you own your authentic power. You own the happiness you're creating in your life. You don't become a victim to misery, anxiety, worry, doubt. That is how you take ownership for the role it's playing in your life and eventually rid it from your life. So again, if you haven't listened to the weeks prior, I suggest you do, because tonight we are going to start talking about how to add in more joy, excitement, enthusiasm, bliss into your life and your experience. And that is also a conscious choice. And it tends to need to be very conscious when you first start stepping into this work, because our default is to be, aligned with this, which is our ego voice, which is the voice of fear. All those negative thoughts, all those negative self-talks, we identify that as us often, and that is usually our default alignment. So again, the first step is to be to notice the fear, notice the negative self-talk, notice the kind of monkey mind, replay of negativity, and start to observe that and choose differently, start to rid ourselves of it. And so now we're going to start to talk about how to add in more joy. And to do that, we're going to do a really beautiful guided meditation tonight that is going to take you through understanding how you can add more joy, fulfillment, and bliss into your life. But before we do that, I want to say a few things to you. There's a universal truth that I really want you to know and to be aware of, and that is this, that what is in your heart, what you desire most, what you want, is actually your truth. And it's actually what is meant for you. It is not there to torture you. It is not there to show you what you can't have. It is not there because it's just some silly fantasy, some silly dream. It is not there because you're selfish. It is not there because it's unrealistic or improbable, flimsy, fantastical. What you truly want in your heart and desire is actually what's meant for you. This will tell you otherwise. Your job is to ignore this and listen to this. I always say this, everyone has a divine blueprint for their life that resides in their heart. It is the life they are meant to live. It is your destiny. So know that any longings you have in your heart, anything that your heart truly wants, maybe it's just more time, maybe it's more life balance, whatever that is your higher self, your soul, speaking to you, telling you what's truly meant for you. And your job is to listen to it, to believe it, and to start to take steps for it. Anything that is here is possible for you. And as you have the courage to listen to your heart and take steps towards it, I promise you the universe will support you and show up, because this is what is wanted for you. So I ask you, what do you really want? What in your life is currently not working for you? And instead, what do you really want? Maybe it's more free time. Maybe it's more self-care. Maybe it's to do yoga once a week. Maybe it is to have more time to pamper yourself. And right now, this up here is probably saying you don't have time for that. That's unrealistic. That's selfish. That's impossible. I tell you and I promise you, if you can ignore that negative naysaying and just say quiet, envision like a lake, like a beautiful serene lake in your mind, to just quiet the mind and really listen to this. This is not here. This is here because it's possible for you. So whatever that is, there is a way. I promise you. This does not speak to you and show you things that are needed or wanted for you that you cannot have and manifest into your life. Maybe it's a new career. Maybe you're not fulfilled in your career, but this is telling you you can't do what you love and make that same amount of money. You can't be happy working. Work is work. Suck it up. Be an adult. I'm telling you, if there is something in here that your heart wants, whether that's a new job, whether that's a different career, a more fulfilling career, it's possible. This is how the universe, the divine, your higher self speaks to you, through the open communication channel of your heart. This is how fear speaks to you, through the mind. Okay? Again, maybe it's you want children. Maybe you don't have children. That is possible for you if that desire is there. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's to get out of a relationship. But I promise you, whatever this is telling you is what is truly possible for you. And what this is telling you is your path to happiness. And I know it can feel scary to listen to this when this is so loud and giving you very good factual reasons why it's not possible, but that is the life lesson. The life lesson is to quiet this, not believe it when it's coming to you in the energy of fear, which it most often does, negative naysaying, and to believe this, because what is in here is what's entirely possible to you, and it is your path to happiness and fulfillment. So now we are going to spend our time, and we'll talk on the other side, doing a meditation that is going to help you open this up and listen to it and start to hear what it has to say and start to understand the great possibility for your life, which is happiness. Your destiny is to be happy. Your destiny, no one's destiny is to suffer. Suffering's a choice. You have happiness when you listen to this and you follow it and you pursue and align with it and trust that what is there is meant for you and you take action towards it. I promise you this is the truth. Okay, so let's do this. If you're not in a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, go find that space now. Feel free to pause this video Okay. And then what I would love you to do is, as we've done before, no laying down, but just sit in a comfortable position. Comfort is key here. Perfect. And now close your eyes with me and we'll get started. Okay, close your eyes and we'll do some deep grounding breaths together. So breathe in through your nose and release through your mouth. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. And just let go. Let go of all worry, doubt. Let go of everything you're worried about right now. Just put it on a shelf. Even visualize like taking your kind of mind out and all the clutter that's in there and just sitting it on a shelf. It'll be there waiting for you when we're done. Let it go. Just be present here with me now and allow yourself to dream. Consciously intend right now that you're going to allow yourself to know the greatest truth and happiness for your life. You're going to allow yourself to see the key to your happiness, joy, and deep fulfillment. And you're going to know that what you see and imagine is possible for you. And so I want you to imagine with me that there's a beautiful ball of golden kind of light and energy right above your head. And this light carries wisdom within it and healing properties. And it's going to come down and it's going to rinse away all negativity, fear, worry, and doubt, and any blocks that you currently have to knowing and seeing what the greatest possible joy is for your life and what's meant for you. And so allow this energy to come down. You can imagine the top of your head like opening like a beautiful lotus flower, and just feel this like liquid gold entering in your mind, clearing, rinsing away all negativity, limiting beliefs, all blocks, and really opening up what's called your third eye, which is where you're able to truly see the great possibility for your life. Opening, activating, rinsing away all clutter that's up in the top of your head. Rinsing away. And then allow this light to just come down your neck, opening your throat chakra, coming down your chest, flooding your arms, going down into your heart, opening your heart, going down your stomach and just clearing and cleansing you, clearing and cleansing you. Down, 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 and in your stomach, in your whole pelvis area, your hips, opening you up and going down your legs, down out the bottom of your feet. And this light goes down into the center of the earth where it meets a beautiful white light. And you just feel your oneness with this light, with this love. And you allow this light to come back up as it provides any healing that you most need now, up through the bottom of your feet, through your knees, your legs, back up your thighs, your pelvis, up and out your heart, where it circles you in 360 degrees like a big, beautiful bubble of light around you. And just expand this light now and just let this light cover the room you're in, the house you're in, the city, the state, the entire country, and then just covering the globe. And now in this moment, you're connected, you're expansive, and just feel your infinite potential for happiness and joy. Really feel it. And then I want you to imagine that you're walking on a beautiful path, on a beautiful, majestic mountaintop. There's a purple sky with kind of golden hues. And there's just wildflowers and beauty and lushness surrounding you everywhere. Just want you to walk along. Walk along and just take in the beauty, the love, the light. And as you're walking, you come upon a kind of scene on a screen. It just appears on your left. It's like a movie screen. And on this screen, you're seeing the potential now. What does my life look like when my personal life is at the highest peak, the greatest potential, the greatest possibility of happiness for my life? Look at the screen and just notice what you see. You see more friendships. Do you see yourself doing a hobby you're not doing now? Do you see yourself taking more time for personal care and self-care? Just notice and see whatever it is you see. And at the same time, just imagine that there's a spark of golden light right in where your heart is, your center of your heart. And just imagine this opening and widening even more. So there's like a sun right around your whole heart area. And this is just allowing your heart to open even wider. Allow it. And then look again at this screen and ask again. When my personal life is in the greatest fulfillment possible, what does my life look like? Is there a relationship there that's not currently there? What does your love life look like? Your marriage, or perhaps a possible marriage? Just look at this as a scene and you're observing and watching on. Are there children there? Are you spending more time with your children? Are you in a different house? Are you living somewhere else? Just take this in, whatever information comes up, and observe it. It might be a thought, it might be an idea, it might be a feeling. And just know that whatever this is, it is being shown to you because it is possible for you. It is possible. And so just observe anything else you see and feel and want, and know that whatever you want is possible. And then just continue on your journey. You're walking and you're still marveling at the beautiful scene of mountaintops, this golden purple sky. You hear a bird flying overhead. And it's just beautiful, and you're safe and fulfilled and happy. And you're walking along. And you come across another one of these screens, but it's on your right this time. And it's like, again, a big kind of movie screen that just appears. And you look to the right and you ask, if I was to be completely fulfilled and happy in my professional life, what would that look like? And look at the screen and see what appears. Maybe it's a thought or an idea. Maybe you're not actually seeing something, but it's a word. It's a thought. It's a feeling. Are you in your current job? Are you just doing something different within your current job or current company? Or are you somewhere else? Or are you in a completely different career, a different vocation? Are you working at home? Or are you still at an office? Is it your own company? Or are you working for someone else? Are you back at school? Whatever it is, just allow what comes forward to come forward. And again, what is the greatest possibility of professional fulfillment for me? Look and see, and whatever comes forward is the truth and something you need to receive right now. And so just allow this, observe it, and know that whatever you're feeling, seeing, or clues you're receiving are about the greatest possibility of happiness and fulfillment for your life professionally. And continue on. You just keep walking, and the sun starts to set a little more. But it's warm. You feel the golden, beautiful air just kind of breezing along and guiding you along. And you come onto a final screen, and you ask, what are one or two things I can do right now to add more joy, fulfillment, and bliss into my life? What are one or two things I can do right now, today? See what it appears. Maybe it's something small, like finding 20 minutes more of personal time a day. Maybe it's finding one day a week to go to yoga. Maybe it's cutting back on my hours at work and just communicating that I need greater work-life balance. Maybe it's something bigger. Maybe it's changing a relationship. Maybe it's even something really big, like changing a career. But whatever it is, just receive this information, receive it. And then continue on your walk, and you're now at the very top of this mountain peak. You're looking over an entire valley. The sun is setting. And just know that anything that was within your heart is not there to show you what you can't have, but to show you what's possible for you. It is not there because it's not possible, because there's not a way to this. It is there because it is possible. It is your truth of the highest potential for your life. So take in whatever you learned and whatever you received. And at the same time, this beautiful light that's still around you just starts to swirl around you in a clockwise fashion, just helping you integrate in all this information you received as truth, along with some heart-opening blessings and the courage and confidence to pursue greater joy and happiness in your life as it was potentially shown to you today. And so just allow yourself to receive this love, this encouragement, this support. Just raising and uplifting your vibration into one of greater joy, love, and light. And just allow yourself to be lifted into a greater frequency of joy, love, and light right now. Joy, love, and light. Allow this to happen. Allow this to happen. Wonderful. Okay, and now we're just going to start to come back into the room, and we'll do some deep grounding breaths together. So breathe in through your nose and release. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. And just join me by opening your eyes. Wonderful. Welcome back. I want you to know that whatever happened for you on this experience, you might have received some answers, but you might have really received just clues. Know that whatever came to you are clues to your fulfillment, greater joy, and happiness, which is key to owning and claiming and standing in a place from your authentic truth and power. It's about doing what makes you happy. If we don't have joy in our life, we're really not in our authentic power. We're meant to be happy. We're meant to live in joy. We're meant to be blissful. And so I know this can feel overwhelming at first, especially if there might not be a lot of joy and happiness in your life right now, and that's okay. It's a process. But what I want you to do is one or two things that came up for you. I want you to write them down so you don't forget them. And then I want you to think of one thing you can do this week, one thing towards having and integrating more joy and happiness and fulfillment into your life. Just one thing. Make that commitment to yourself. You deserve that. You owe it to yourself. So just again, write down anything so you don't forget what came forward, but then identify one thing you can do this week that came up towards having more joy and fulfillment in your life, because you deserve it. So thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. I'm always here for you if you have any questions, comments, or anything I can do to help you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye for now.